What's up, y'all? Welcome to a Disc Golf podcast brought to you by Good Line Disc Golf. I'm Philip, and I've got Dylan sitting here with me.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, so we got Dylan. If you've watched the podcast or if you've heard the podcast, we've had a couple different co-hosts, and Dylan is the last of us four. And if you look at our thumbnail, you'll see all four of us now in the image with our good friend, the Sasquatch in the background, playing disc golf. So each of these guys are going to have different special segments that they do, except Brendan. No one likes him, so we'll have to come up with something for him. Brendan's not in the room, by the way. Hey, Brendan. Brendan's definitely in the room for the special segment later. I love how they're definitely over off to the side. Our two contestants, I'm not going to say who the other one is until we get there, but they're sitting off to the side acting. They're trying to be quiet. Yeah, trying to keep their mouths closed as possible. It's really hard. They're really goofy looking. Anyway, so welcome to the podcast. We're going to jump straight in and get into what's happening in the world of disc golf. So we've got the last big signing, I believe, that we were waiting on. Nicholas Antilla moves companies.
Or did he?
No, he didn't.
Sure didn't.
He had us all.
Not shocked. No.
Did you thought, okay, he's staying with Discmania, or you, what'd you think? What'd you assume?
I mean, he's kind of the European face of Discmania, that side anyway.
Yeah.
Simon, Eagle now gone. So then you got Gannon. So I feel like there's decent cap space for both of them. So
decent cap space. If only disc golf had a cap space.
Yeah.
That would be interesting, because then we would definitely have had a big signing by Prodigy.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, so Antilla gets his deal. He gets 4 years, and now you've got on the Sky team Gannon Burr, Kyle Klein, and Nicholas Antilla. And I feel like Antilla and Burr are kind of the jokesters of the two, and then you've got Klein, who is young and very, very talented. But those three are holding it down on the Sky team. And then on the signature team, you've got Alden Harris, Casey White, Colton Montgomery, Ella Hansen, and Gavin Babcock. I really like this team. I think it's a fun team. The question that I have is because I have this question because I thought Alden Harris might end up on the Sky team. He's not. He's on the signature team. Nothing wrong with that. Big time. I get why Gannon gets like the top team.
No, for sure.
Completely understand that dude was popping off. But do you feel like the team is where it should be? Do you feel like these players that I just mentioned, all 8, 9, 10, 11 of them, nope, 8 of them?
Yeah, I'd say performance-wise, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'd say my dark pick would be Montgomery.
Colton Montgomery to move up?
Potentially, yeah. I'd say so, yeah.
We're opposite on there. I absolutely, I really hope if this man watches and thinks I'm dissing on him, I'm not. I think that signature team that's the ceiling that I've seen for Colton.
Yeah.
As watching, and I understand that I'm not in their shoes, but as far as watching goes, that's the signature team. Looks great. He could pop off, he could show up and pop off.
He's got that sneaky ability to do so.
Yeah. I think as far as where they should land, me personally, I was thinking, Colton Montgomery's probably in a good spot. I'm an Alden fan, so it'd be awesome if he moved up. But I think that those three guys on the top team are definitely where they need to be. But if I had to pick one of the ones on the signature team to move up, that wasn't Alden Harris. Casey White, probably, but not because of his performance.
No,
I just think
I'd say he's the most deserving.
Yeah, he's well known. He's been around. He traveled around with Simon, and they're good buddies. And so I think
for sure.
Just being at the shop here, I think he sells disc. I think people like his stuff.
That Skywalker.
Yeah, that Skywalker's sick. I think people like his stuff, and so I like to see him pop off. But I think they've done a good job of putting their team where they need to be. I agree. Do you think that if you were signing with your buddy Gannon, you're Alden, you're signing with your buddy Gannon, Gavin Babcock's on the team, you put all your ego aside and just say wherever you guys put me,
I'm hanging with the bros.
Yeah, wherever you guys put me, if I can be on the top team, if you're paying me to play disc golf, I'm hanging with my dudes. Yeah. Did you look? So speaking of those guys, Gannon, Alden and Gavin Babcock, we got to see Alden's video where he was going through
build the bag.
building a bag with Gavin Babcock. Do But did you see Gannon's collection?
Oh yeah, all those classic molds in there. Those Innova molds.
So what do you? I'm gonna just jump right into it then. The Innova molds. What do you think about that? Should they be able to throw Innova molds?
I mean, it's branded Discmania, so and it's part of their lineup from back then. So
yeah, do you think Discmania like? I'm just saying as a if I'm Discmania and I'm the company and I'm like, man, I just signed these people. I'm making these discs. If I sign these people, I sign them to make money off of them. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Everyone understands how that goes. That's not immoral anyway. But they sign them to make money off of them. You are not making those discs anymore.
No.
And so
they definitely want them to push their newer stuff. So
I mean,
absolutely,
if Gannon's throwing a Innova mold, let's just say Cloudbreaker 2 or Cloudbreaker 1, if he's throwing one of those, and somebody goes, ooh, I want to throw that driver. I want to throw the same driver that Gannon throws.
You ain't getting one.
You're not getting one. And if you are, you're going to pay $100. And if you pay that $100, guess who it's not going to? Discmania. So I'm curious if they're ever going to put their foot down on that. I know they just moved over. And
limit it to a percentage?
Yeah, limit it to a percentage. Or even like once they finally get all their classic molds kind of moved over, saying, all right, those are vaulted. You can't throw those anymore. Like obviously they're PDJ legal, but you can't throw them. So I think that we see them diminish. I think that we see those things diminish.
Yeah, I mean, if they want to push their newer blends, their newer molds, their plastic, I feel like they'd have to.
Yeah. You might could grandfather in the people that have been with Discmania the whole time. Like Avery can throw whatever the crap he wants to. He's been with them the whole time. Like what do he call himself in his post? The crush daddy, crush father, father crush.
Was it Papa Crush?
Papa Crush, man. I was all over it, missed it by this much. Daddy Crush, Papa Crush. Okay,
one of those.
Yeah. So I just think they might not do it because they might want to be nice or whatever. But if I'm then, I think that change comes down the line.
Yeah, for sure.
As soon as possible.
It's just hard to get rid of those classic molds.
Yeah, it's hard to
especially
crack down.
When the pros want to throw those certain molds. So.
Yeah, so that's though, if I'm a pro and I've signed with them and they tell me that, I'm like, you pay me the big bucks to throw plastic circles in the woods, so sure, I'll throw those plastic circles over there.
At the end of the day, you did sign a contract, so if they change it, of course, signing at the time of the contract, but
yeah, I think. And here's another thing Discmania can do too to kind of eliminate that is they can give these guys signature disc and give these guys like signature molds up in the new stuff. Yeah. And therefore they're not going to want to even throw the old stuff because they're going to say, okay,
so, they got their disc.
Yeah, I have a DD3 now, and if I want to make, I can make more money if I sell my DD3s.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
So
gives them an incentive to push.
Yeah. Yep. Finding that balance between being a salesperson and then also performance, because you're throwing the old molds because you think they're going to perform better, and I think honestly I just think that's a bad move. When you think about it, it's a bad move. It
shows like there's no trust to the newer plastic,
right? And I don't think that's the case, but when you boil down what it could possibly mean, or really what it does mean, is that you prefer not the stuff being made now.
True. That's a valid point.
So
for sure.
Anyway, looking at the old Discmania guys. So Simon signed last year. Eagle signed this year to MVP. MVP still cruising along.
And they lost Paul. So the younger guy.
They lost Paul.
The MVP.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I was like, huh? Oh, yeah.
Not that Paul.
I was like, they did not have Paul McBeth. Somebody tell me. Somebody give me some notes. I have got the wrong notes. We're talking about the wrong thing.
Young up-and-comer Paul.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're cruising. They got Eagles release coming out February 16th. And I got a question for you. Did you think that Eagle was going to get his own line?
I was expecting that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You hear the rumors coming down that he
doesn't want one?
He doesn't want his own line.
That's kind of surprising, to be honest, though.
Is that true? And if it is true, why not?
I kind of would want my own,
Yeah.
Because now he's just piggybacking and throwing Simons and Conrad stuff. So
yeah, I don't.
Either way, great disc, but still.
Yeah, I just don't understand. I just don't understand why you wouldn't. James got one and Simon got one. You definitely. I mean, it is what it is, but
I feel like I would at least want one.
Yeah. Can I have one disc? No, I think.
Pull that vaulted gravity, make that his disc.
Oh, possibly. That'd be cool. You would surprise the mess out of me if Eagle doesn't get his own line. But anyway, he says he doesn't want one, or they say that he says he doesn't want one. Whatever. Speaking of which, though, the Envy that's coming out, you can get one at goodlinediscgolf.com. Shameless plug. Goodlinediscgolf.com. You can get a pre-order. We still got pre-orders up there, and you can use this dude's code. I'm gonna let him say it because he has a code.
Use Tidwell10 at goodline.com.
Tidwell10. But yeah, so I'm kind of disappointed though, bro. I'm disappointed.
How so?
I'm disappointed that the Crushin' Boys disc is not a real thing. I don't know if you saw this thing going around on Reddit, but it was a dye job done.
Yeah, I know which one it's about.
With Eagle throwing a disc and Simon with his arms around
bro
him.
hug, for sure.
The bro hug from the back. You know what? I'll tell you what. MVP, if you're listening, you put one of those out, I'm buying it.
Facts. Definitely.
Valentine's Day is coming up. Just rush that order.
That
boom.
bro love.
Get the bro love. Happy Valentine's Day. Boom. Yeah, so MVP, just curious, what's your favorite mold from MVP?
That's hard. I'd say it's pretty much a tie between a proxy and a deflector.
Proxy and a deflector.
Very big difference.
Very opposites. Very opposite disc, but okay. Yeah, I would say mine's probably Envy. I don't know why I took it out of my bag for so long. I took it out of my bag because it's hard to open boxes at a shop and not go, ooh, I want that.
Want it?
Yes. Yep. I'll put this in for my Envy this time. Ooh, and then it turns out it's not even close to what I wanted.
Every time I walk in here.
That looks nice. I want that.
Ooh, piece of candy.
So Envy, have you seen people? Do people putt with Envies?
You know,
I know people putt with proxies.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen people. Well, that's a good buddy of mine putted with Glow Envies, and that was weird. But
smashed with them, dude.
Putted with Glow Envies, and then some people putt with proxies, and leads me to this. Joe Mez confirmed they're bringing the putting game back this year, and Brian Earhart said in a statement. Let me read it out loud. It's official. We got the nod to begin planning the newest season of the Joe Mez putting game in 2024. We have a couple locations picked out already, but would love any and all local knowledge we can gather in regards to cool locations to film. Ideally, it can be within an hour of the courses that the coinciding tour event is at that week. We're also working to make some slight tweaks to the format to make it flow better from a production and player standpoint. But I'd love to hear things you'd like changed or added based on what you've seen in season past. Thanks. So, since we're in Tennessee and there is a Pro Tour stop here, Music City Open, what would you suggest? If Brian were to ask you this in person, what would you suggest? Where would be good places?
Off the rip, top two.
Yeah.
Nashville Sounds and Titan Stadium.
Oh, yeah. Easy.
Easy.
I'm just trying to... How would that putting look at, like, the Titan Stadium?
Oh, up and down bleachers, for sure. For sure.
They're all sweating by the time it's over.
Yeah.
They've been running bleachers the whole time.
For sure.
That would be
putt from the top of the 300s.
What would it look like in... what was the other one place you said?
The Nashville Sound Stadium.
What would it look like? Same thing? You just be... Well, that's kind of flatter there.
We're going to run the bases.
Run around the bases. Hit this putt.
Got to putt the bases to home.
There was an event here recently where people had to putt around.
They had like a 9-hole course, didn't they? Set up in the stadium.
Okay, so Nashville Sounds their stadium possibly because they're open to disc golf. So look at that. It's hard for me not to say like the Nashville Zoo. I know that would never work.
No,
that would never work. We would have a Harambe situation. That wouldn't work.
But with a tiger.
Yeah, we don't have gorillas. We got Komodo dragons, so that's pretty neat.
Even worse. It's poisonous.
They are venomous, which we should. All my life, I feel lied to because they said they weren't venomous. They said they had nasty jaws, but now there's actually venom in there. Anyway, so Nashville Zoo. It's another place. Nashville Shores. Like just an amusement park.
That just sounds like an accident the whole time.
Yeah, but I'm not saying you gotta. Well, I don't.
You can't do it in the water park and not anywhere down the slides.
What? So yeah, Nashville Shores. That sounds like a good place. I'll tell you what. If they do it at Nashville Shores, I'm gonna hit you up and be like, "What now, bruh?"
Seems like their go-to is like the trampoline places too. So you got Murfreesboro. So
We got plenty of those, and they said within an hour or so, Murfreesboro it would be a good spot. We live pretty close to Murfreesboro, so I think Murfreesboro would be good.
Was it Sky Zone, right?
It's been Sky Zone. It's been like Urban Air.
Yeah.
It's been multiple things. Brendan, it's Sky Zone right now?
Oh, got it.
Okay,
First try.
Cool. Wow. Okay. Okay, Dylan. Brendan, what would you do? You have any suggestions over there that you might? You can't hear him right now. We'll get him mic'd up here in a little bit.
The trampoline places.
He said the trampoline
Same
place.
thing.
What a
Sky
freaking
Zone.
punk. He didn't even.
Not
even
original.
try.
Not original.
Not original at all.
Can't think for himself.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously the jump places would be good, but I think if I had to pick it, I'm thinking Nashville Zoo. I don't know how we would do it, but I'm thinking Nashville Zoo.
Might as well throw him in a paintball arena at that point.
Brian, if you're listening, Nashville Zoo in the kangaroo enclosure.
You'll get stomped out by some elephants.
Definitely. It's hard to think of something like, because really you're trying to come up with something that can be done, but also can be like filmed and look good.
That would be creepy. The wax museum at the mall.
Ooh, the wax museum would be kind of fun. That would be a little neat. Yeah. Or when is MCO coming here? I should know that.
April.
Right?
Should
it is
be April.
Yep. So there won't be any haunted houses or anything, but that'd be fun. I'd like to see, even if you're not in Nashville, I'd like to see it in a haunted house somewhere. That'd be neat. That'd be neato.
No thanks, I'm good.
So
see a clown, bye, deuces.
I'm not even watching this video. There's clowns in here. Okay, so with the season kicking off, we're going to end up talking a lot about the season as the season moves forward. But with the season kicking off, we've got the All-Star Weekend happening here in a few weeks. I think it's 3 weeks away now. And the first card of All-Stars, I'm going to just say exactly how they pick them. Here's the lead cards. The first card All-Star designation is reserved for the top 4 players in Disc Golf Pro Tour point standings at the season's end. Meanwhile, the intricate selection process for second and third card, I love how they said intricate selection process, involves
fan vote.
Yeah, a meticulous 3-factor calculation considering fan votes as a third, media member input as a third, and Disc Golf Pro Tour point standings as a third. I don't really want to get into like the legitimacy of like media members and because who are those even? But we'll go down the list here and kind of look at here's the lead card for men. It's Calvin Heiberg for NPO. It's not necessarily men.
Well deserved. Yep.
Calvin Heiberg, absolutely. Isaac Robinson, Gannon Burr, and Ricky Wysocki. And then the lead card for the FPO division, Kristen Tatar, Missy Gannon, Owen Scoggins, and Holland Hanley. Yeah, so we can. It's hard to speculate on the first 4 because it's done with the stats.
Yeah, no,
it's done with their point
stats.
standings.
1 through 4 is solid. That's factual.
Yeah, they just do it with facts, no opinions at all, which is weird to think about, honestly. Because I actually do want to go back and talk about somebody in the top 4, but this was done by Statmando with their elite, like these percentages and things and the numbers that they came out with.
Yeah.
Basically, these 4, it shows like their wins, their top 10s, and their average placement. Calvin Heimberg had 3 wins. Isaac Robinson had 2 wins. Gannon Burr had 5 wins, 20% of what he played, which is crazy. And Ricky Wysocki had 3 wins, which is 17% of what he played. Now, there's an interesting stat here because Isaac Robinson only won 8% of the things that he played.
Yeah.
But we know Isaac Robinson because
world champion.
He won Worlds. So there's been an argument that's been presented before, asking if Worlds is like an overinflated. We've made too much of a significance out of this one tournament.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, he's number 2 on the list here. You also have in their top 10 percentage, Calvin Heiberg was in the top 10 in 96% of the tournaments that he played.
Dude was popping off.
He
couldn't get that one.
Isaac Robinson, 58%. Gannon Burr, 68%. Ricky Wysocki, 72%. Again, Isaac is worst of the four,
but still
but
higher.
still second, yeah, in those. And then average placement, Calvin Heimberg 3, well, we'll say 4. Isaac Robinson 16, Gannon Burr 11, and Ricky Wysocki 13th. So again, Isaac, the worst of the four in this category, and still he's in the top 4. Obviously, he played a bunch of events and he won a major.
Yeah,
he won 2 majors.
Yes, he did.
So majors, obviously, are weighty.
Yeah,
very weighty.
Very much so.
Put you up there. So anyway, let's go. We'll go back. We'll go down the list some more. Then after Ricky Wysocki, the second card is Eagle McMahon, Matty O, Simon Lizotte, and Kyle Klein. And the third card is Anthony Barella, Cole Redolin, James Proctor, and Ezra Robinson. If you had to move some of these guys around, or you think they're not where they need to be, I mean, who would you move?
James for sure.
James Proctor.
Oh, for sure.
You're moving him out.
Oh, I'm moving him up.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay. James only had 0 wins this year.
He was like so much better than what it shows. Stat wise.
0 wins. Top 10s, 45%, and his average placement was just like slightly below Isaac's. So, do you think the fan vote? What would make you want to move James up, and how far would you move him up? Would you move him over Cole Redolin?
That's hard.
Yeah,
that's
we're getting
hard.
specifics.
Yeah.
Would you move him over AB?
You know what? Probably.
I think I would. I think I would too. I'm with you there. So we'd move AB down. Kyle Klein. Would you move James Proctor over Kyle Klein?
No, probably not.
Why not?
I think Kyle Klein was just a little bit more consistent.
Yeah. I'm moving James Proctor over Kyle Klein for this year. And Kyle had 2 wins, but his average place. How do you have 2 wins and his average placement was 5 spots worse than James Proctor?
Got hot in the right moments.
I know. It's crazy. So I don't think just because of his wins I wouldn't move him over, but I put him right there. Simon Lizotte.
Right there.
Yeah. You put Proctor over Simon Lizotte?
No.
You
Absolutely
put him over Matty O?
No.
I don't either. I want to because there's a big time Matty O fan in the room with us, and I want to do it just to make him mad. But I can't do it.
As much as I don't want to say this, I feel like Matty O should be over Ricky.
Matty O over Ricky for the 4th spot?
Yep.
Or over Eagle? Because then you got Eagle as well. So if you, let's say Ricky, if we're going to change the 4th spot, you got Ricky, Eagle, Matty O, and Simon Lizotte. Which one?
Matty O.
Matty O. Why?
He got that big one, man. He finally got the one.
He finally did it. Got not a major win, but an Elite Series win.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. I think, man, if I'm
But then on the other side, you got Ricky that missed, like a third of the season?
He did miss a lot of the season.
And still has that high of a finish, so.
I would put either Eagle, Matty O, or Simon in that 4th. Obviously, you can't move it because that's where Ricky was in the standings. But if I was going to do it, I would put one of those 3 guys in, and I would just spin the bottle, and whoever it points out, I'm like, that's good. That's good. We've seen a lot of Ricky too. I'd like to see. It'd be cool to see. Actually, I'm with you. It'd be cool to see Matty O on that lead card for the All-Star weekend. All right, for the ladies, again, Kristen Tatar, Missy Gannon, Owen Scoggins. Those are the top 3, and then you got Holland Hanley in 4th. Okay, and then you got these next 8 players. Now these players, if you were going to put one of these players in Holland Hanley's spot, would you? And if you were going to, which one? So after Holland Hanley, Ella Hansen, Kat Mertsch, Haley King, Katrina Allen, Allie Smith, Macy Vela Diaz, Sarah Hokum, Jessica Weiss. And I'll split those into cards for you. So the second card is Ella Hansen, Kat Mertsch, Haley King, and Katrina Allen. And the third card is Allie Smith, Macy Vela Diaz, Sarah Hokum, and Jessica Weiss.
No, I wouldn't move any of them over. No.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah, I really like Holland. I like watching.
Yep.
I think
crushes.
I hope she gets a win this year, like a major win.
Absolutely.
She got that A-tier win at the end of the year.
She has it coming for sure.
Mm-hmm. She's got some momentum to ride. I think it'd be really cool.
Get that one off her back for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So on the second card, you got Ella Hansen, Kat Mertsch, Haley King, Katrina Allen. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot, but that's okay. I think all of those
I mean, they'd
need to be on that card.
About right, yeah.
So this third card, I think, is where people are going to learn some new names, or not really just one new name. Allie Smith is at the top of that third card, and she got a win. She got an Elite Series win last year, and that really vaulted her into. She ended up winning like most improved.
Yes, she
didn't
did.
she?
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So that's pretty awesome, to come out of nowhere and then win an Elite Series. Especially, what's interesting is she has a win in Holland Hanley, who is on the lead card, no wins.
I think she had the more consistent finishes, though, right?
Yeah. Holland Hanley average placement was 7. Allie Smith average placement was twice that, 14.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Just getting lucky that one time over consistency.
I mean, hey, I wish I could get lucky one time. Sneak into a Pro Tour event and then mess around and win. That'd be awesome. Allie didn't sneak in. She's been playing for a little while, but I'm a little jealous of that, being able to get a win on a Pro Tour. Yeah, Sarah Hokum, Jessica Weiss, Macy Vela Diaz. I'm happy Macy is there.
She got picked up.
She did. Macy Vela Diaz got picked up by DGA.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. I like their team. Their team
Underrated plastic too.
Was disc wrap plastic.
And that's what I'm saying. It's just underrated.
So it's good stuff. Yeah. So honestly, when I was looking at these numbers, what really stood out to me is Kristen Tatar is ridiculous.
Goat.
I feel like it's like we know this already, but Kristen Tatar is ridiculous. She had 11 wins, so she won more tournaments than she didn't win. Like 61% of the tournaments. When I say when you in disc golf, that doesn't happen.
That's final boss level.
You don't. It's crazy. And her average placement was 2. Second. So if it's like she either won or she got second.
Yeah. It's either you're good or you're still good.
I mean, it's a big difference between first place money and second place money, but even still, that's just like mind blowing. It's just absolutely mind blowing.
All I gotta say is Pierce better come back with a vengeance.
I know Dylan's been on this thing like, hey, Paige Pierce, this is the year of Paige Pierce. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, she needs to come back and show that she's fierce.
That's not a
or
plan,
not.
or,
I mean, or not.
Or don't care about winning. That's okay.
Let your fans pick your discs to throw. The goat scared you. It's okay.
Oh my gosh.
Coming in with some heat right now.
It's possible. Hey, if somehow she stumbles upon this, we mean what we say.
It is what it is.
It's what it is. Okay, so do you think that if you were to rank these players, let's do some power rankings. If you're going to rank these players, would you leave them how they are? How would you rank if your top 5 NPO players go?
Top 5, obviously, Calvin. Then Isaac's still up there.
Yeah.
Ricky's in there still. And then I'd probably put Simon and Matteo.
Yeah. Is that your 5?
Yeah.
Eagles outside the top 5?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't hate
just
that
because
top
he's coming off injury.
Yeah,
you know
sure.
what I mean? I don't think he's playing the beginning of the season, right? He's still recovering.
Yeah, he's still recovering. He'll be back soon.
Yeah.
I think I'm with you, Calvin Heimberg. I'm with you. I'd go Calvin Heimberg. I'm going to go Gannon Burr. Someone is tearing down the wall in here. I'm going to go Gannon Burr.
I'm just waiting to see what he does with new plastic. I know he's he's probably still be great regardless, but
I'm gonna do Calvin Herbert, Gannon Burr, Isaac Robinson, Ricky Wysocki, and Simon Lizotte. I'm going Simon Lizotte.
solid. Yeah, I'm leaving out Gannon specifically only because he's throwing new. So
Okay, all right, women. Kristen's number 1. Oh, not women. FPO, females. Okay.
no questions.
I'm gonna get in trouble on here. Kristen, number 1, obviously. Or where do you go from there? Who's number 2?
That's hard.
It is really hard.
Notes, 'cause I don't remember.
Well, because like if you look at the All-Star, you got Kristen, then you got Missy Gannon, Owen Scoggins, Holland Hanley, Ella Hansen, Kat Merch.
I feel like 1 and 2 are pretty good right there where they're at.
I think so too. What's crazy is even with Paige Pierce's injury, she's in my top 5.
Oh, she's 100%.
in my top 5 going into the season. So we'll go Kristen. For me, Kristen, Missy. I'm gonna put Paige at 5. I'll put Holland
I agree.
at 4.
Agree there too.
Holland Hanley at 4. So which leaves me Owen Scoggins, which from the All-Star event, and there's something about Owen that
putter.
it doesn't. There's something about me with Owen. I don't want to put her in the top 5, but she is.
She's just sneaky.
Yeah, like she. So I guess she and Holland at 3 or 4 right there.
I agree.
Together.
I absolutely agree.
It's like you watch her and you're like, she's a Masters player. She ain't gonna do it. And then like by the end of the tournament, she's like in 3rd.
And that putter's
and
on fire.
Just smacking putts like boom, boom, boom. She's very impressive.
4 hands for days.
She is the epitome. Like in my head, in football, like when you're not starting, and like the coach doesn't like me, kind of thing, and the people are like, and people say to you, it doesn't matter if he likes you, make it to where he can't play you, like make it to where he has to play you because you're so good. And Owen is like that. So like I go into every tournament and I go, like when I'm watching, I look at Owen and I go, there's no way. Like she's a little
shows
older.
out,
and then it's like, boom, she has made it to where I can't leave her out of the top 5, as much as I kind of want to.
Yeah, she's always sneaking her way in there.
Yeah, big time from Owen. All right, slow time right now in disc golf news, but listen, when Dylan's on, we have a really cool segment that we're gonna try out. It's gonna be Game Time with Dylan Phil. And we're going to get some contestants and the winners. This is how it's going to work. We're going to have 5 different games, up to 5 different games. Each games will have different point accumulation possibilities. At the end of the 5 games, whoever has the most point wins. They'll be taking home a disc of some sort that we have picked out. So here we go. It's game time with Dylan Phil.
Let's get it.
All right. So listen, we had a slight technical difficulty, but that's okay. We are going to keep going. So now that since Dylan is here, he's going to be a contestant now and not the host of the game show this time, but that's okay. This first game that we're playing is called My Disc in a Box of Lies. So here's how this game's going to go. We got Spencer, we got Dylan, we got Brendan. They're going to look into the box that they have. Will you show the camera your box? Oh, yeah, they got these nice brown boxes. They're going to look into these boxes. They have 3 discs in these boxes, but they're going to tell us all that they have 4 discs in the box. So basically, they're going to say what disc are in their box, and then they're going to go one by one and try to guess which disc. I'm going to go one by one and try to guess which disc is actually not in the box. The last one standing wins. They'll get 10 points. So we'll go ahead and get started. We'll go oldest to youngest. So Brendan first. You guys can all look at your disc, but Brendan's gonna get, like, speak first. They're checking out the disc. They're looking what's in their box.
I don't even know what this one is.
They each have. You made the box. You made that box.
I know. I just picked one.
Okay. You good?
All right. Don't look, Brendan. Don't look. They're over here to my left. Don't look. All right. So I think we've got it figured out. All right, Brendan. Tell us your 4 discs.
Okay, I've got a pink MD3, a green Valkyrie, a dyed Undertaker, and a purple Raider.
Okay. Spencer, will you tell us what's in? Actually, no. Dylan, you're the next oldest. Will you tell us what's in your box?
So, what if I don't know what the disc is?
I don't know. Just say you don't know, I guess. You're the one who put it in there.
All right. Well, I got a Dyed Destroyer, a yellow Gateway disc,
That one's probably a lie, guys.
and a Ringer GT, and Firebird.
Okay. Spencer, will you tell us what's in your box?
Which
I
one's
have-
alive?
I have a green H5, a blue resistor, a blue maiden, and a black nomad.
Those blue discs sound fishy.
Okay, listen. Brendan, you can pick who you want to pick and tell us which disc you think is alive.
Dylan, the Firebird.
Unfortunate.
Did you already lose, Dylan?
Yeah, I did.
When you were
What?
That's what
Yeah.
I would guess.
I already knew it. He said a black.
He went,
No, he said a blue or red. Wow. That was rough.
It
Okay.
would help if I knew what my discs were.
Yeah.
You made it.
The
You
yellow
came
one.
close.
I don't remember any of the ones you said.
The yellow one was hilarious. Okay, Spencer, your turn. Brendan, you can name them off again if you
Do
want.
you want me to name them off again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
So,
I only remember the MD3.
I had a pink MD3, a green Valkyrie, a dyed Undertaker,
Lies.
and a purple Raider.
It's the Valkyrie.
It is not the Valkyrie.
Ooh, Valkyrie. It was not. The Valkyrie is really in there. You can take it out and show it to us if you want
I
to.
know the Undertaker's in there, or I know there's one in there.
Ooh, the green Valkyrie. It's in there. All right. Listen, Brendan, you got a chance to win the 10 points to start this thing off. All right. Spencer, will you list your disc off
Yeah,
again?
list them off for me again.
Green H5, blue resistor, blue maiden, black nomad.
Let's go with the Blue Maiden.
Blue Maiden.
That's not in here.
That's not in there?
Nope.
Oh,
That's your last?
snap.
Bro!
This game is rigged.
Brendan off the
I
jump.
knew the resistor was in there because that's probably my disc.
It was very unfortunate that I got the box
Yeah,
I
this
made
is your
because
disc.
I didn't really just look. I just picked discs because I thought it was just empty.
I looked, at least, when I was making the other ones.
I think
Okay.
he was like, "Here, you can have this box." I was like, "Oh no."
What was your fake one?
The Purple Raider.
Oh, there's one in there. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
There is. He knows.
Mine are all fake.
Okay. All right. Next game. This next game is called Least and Most. According to Marshall Street Flight Guide, there are 7 molds over the speed of 4 that are at the absolute lowest end of stability. They are the End of a Wolf, the Pro Discus Flippery, the Discmania Genius, the Prodigy F9, the Yikun Disc Go, the DGA Sail, and the Vibram Unlace. We're going to give you guys 2 options. They're going to pit them against each other. You're going to decide which is the least stable of the 2 options that we give you. If you get the answer right, you get a point. At the end, you'll get a chance to guess which one is the least stable and which one of these 7 is the most stable. You get 5 points for each one you get right. Here we go. So the first that we have, and we'll start since Brendan won. He can go first. He can answer first. You all are going to answer it, but you're going to decide which one you think is the least stable. So out of these 2, we're going to go with the Unlace versus the Go. Brendan, which one do you think?
The Go.
The Go. All right. Spencer, which one do you think?
Unlace.
The Unlace. Dylan?
I was way confident, so I'm gonna piggyback that one.
Okay. The correct answer is Unlace. So Spencer and Dylan get a point there. All right, the next 2. Here we go. The F9 versus the Flippery. So we'll start with Spencer since we started. F9. Okay. Dylan?
I feel like something that's named Flippery and Flippy, but I don't know what that is, so I'll go F9.
Okay.
I'm saying the Flippery just because of the name.
The Flippery. The answer is the F9. Brendan, you're doing pretty bad right now. All right. The next one we have, Dylan, you go first. The Genius versus the Wolf. Which one is least stable of those 2?
I'll go Genius.
Genius.
I'm going to be different. Go with the Wolf.
Unfortunate.
Well, you're supposed to go. We're supposed to go Dylan, then Brendan, then Spencer, but the answer is the Genius. Wow, Brendan. Okay.
He started off so hot.
All right. The next 2, the Sail versus the Go. It will be Brendan first.
I'm going to try to go with the Go again.
It's the sale.
Yep, sale. I found that one.
The answer is the sail. Brendan's going over right now.
Pick what I don't pick.
Okay. The next two is starting with Spencer. The flippery versus the unlace.
Unlace.
Dylan?
Go unlace, yeah.
Brendan?
I'm gonna say unlace.
It was the unlace. All right. Everybody gets
Someone
one.
that was about to be the wrong answer.
All right.
Drama.
All right. All right. Dylan. Starting with you. The F9 versus the Genius.
Genius.
Okay. Brendan?
F9.
Okay. Spencer?
Genius.
The answer is F9.
I almost picked that, but I would rather Brendan been right.
That was a sympathy
further
point.
behind.
That was a sympathy point for that one.
Yeah, right. Thanks, man.
Okay, this is the last one before you guess which one is the most and least stable. The sail versus the wolf. This starts with Brendan.
The sail.
Sail.
Oh, you guys are all correct. It is the sail. Okay. All right. So out of those 7, I will read them again. Out of those 7, the DGA Sail, the Vibram Unlace, the Innova Wolf, the Prodiscus Flippery, the Discmania Genius, the Prodigy F9, and the Yikun Disc Go. Which one do you think is the least stable? Since Spencer and Dylan tied that section, so since Brendan was the worst, Brendan, we'll let you guess first. Which one do you think is the least stable of
The F9.
the F9? Okay, Spencer. Unlace. Okay, Dylan.
I'll go sail.
Okay.
It's the unlace or the sail.
The answer is the unlace, followed closely by the sail. So Spencer gets the 5 points for the least. All right, now which one, Spencer? We'll let you start. Do you think is the most stable?
What was the Coon one?
The go.
I'm gonna say that.
Okay, Spencer says the go. All right, Dylan.
It goes.
I don't feel like I know enough about most of these understable discs because I don't throw understable.
Want me to read them off to you again?
Yeah.
Okay. They could possibly be the Innova Wolf, the Prodiscus Flippery, the Discmania Genius, the Prodigy F9, the Yikun Disc Go, the DGA Sail, and the Vibram Unlace.
I feel like nobody's going, so I'm going to go wolf.
I
The
almost
wolf?
said that.
Okay. And Brendan, what are your thoughts?
The go.
The go. The answer is, to everyone's surprise, the Flippery.
Oh, okay.
The Prodiscus Flippery.
Mind games over there?
Yeah. That the numbers on the Flippery are 9303. So I don't I don't know what they were thinking.
The flippery doesn't flip.
I did that on purpose.
Actually, the flippery is a 9.3, -30, but it still wasn't the most or least unstable, and the calculation for how stable it was ended up being the same amount. I said the numbers wrong here, but it didn't mess with the data at all. I just said the numbers wrong at the end.
Okay. The next game we have is called Blurry Vision. We've got 7 different pictures of pro disc golfers that are going to start blurry and move to clear. The person who guesses the answer correctly first wins. If it takes you longer than 8 seconds, no one gets the point. We're going to... So, listen, guys. Some people are only going to listen to audio of this, so you need to guess and not just go, huh, or not just look at it, okay? I'm going to turn the screen towards you guys. Can you guys see?
Yes.
Okay.
It's just whoever gets it. Can't see it.
Don't look yet. Don't look away from the screen for just a second. Don't look at it.
Loud noises.
We'll start pretty easy. We like some of these my wife got, and she love her soul. Is not a big time disc golfer.
We're gonna miss all of them.
All right, here you go. Here's the first one. Everyone take a look at the screen. Here we go. It's coming into view. It's coming into view. It's pretty easy.
Sarah Hokum.
We'll give him the point there. It's very clearly Sarah Hokum. Look at that form.
I
Like,
couldn't tell him the face was very distorted.
look at this form though. Who else throws like
Even
this?
while clear.
I almost said Hannah Blonders. Like a little bit
Yeah,
before
at
that,
first,
I
yeah.
almost said that.
Should have known.
We're starting pretty easy. Okay, Sarah Hokum. Spencer gets 5 points for
She was
guessing.
yeeting that thing. That's why I
Sarah
couldn't tell
Hokum.
it was.
She had a yeet face.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
She go full send.
All right. So now you guys know what to expect. Here's the next one. Pretty easy one. Tell me when.
Brody Smith.
Brody Smith, Spencer Brown, clearly. And that one actually is a little fuzzy. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see where they got it. But yeah, that one, boom. Brody Smith. Very easy. Next one, here we go. And we're coming into view. Anybody got any guesses yet? Nope. Okay. A little more.
Kristen Tatar.
It's Kristen Tatar. Somebody's been watching a little bit too much Kristen Tatar. Dylan. 'Cause you can't see nothing in this. It's like, this looks like you put on your grandma's glasses.
I think I need new glasses.
All right. It's a putt. All right. Here's the next one. Coming into view.
James Conrad.
Easy. This is the one my wife got. Everybody can have the points on this one. James Conrad. Easy. Done.
Is that ones that
GG.
They got that tie ball game.
Yeah. Well, tie on that one.
Too easy.
Too easy.
End of a Conrad.
All right. Next one. Any guesses? I paused it. Just. Okay.
Calvin Hamburg.
No. We'll keep going.
I don't know.
Okay. No guesses yet?
Jennifer Allen. I don't know.
Cam Merch.
Cat merch.
I couldn't even tell what it was until like. it
It's
was
the
full
best
image.
picture of cat merch there is,
Bro.
man.
The blurry sunglasses with the hat.
I thought someone was
Looks
going to
like
say.
Calvin's shirt. that
I
he-
almost said Greg Barsby.
That's what I was hoping someone would say. When it's blurry, she looks like Greg Barsby. Anyway, that was such a
I was
fun.
Way off. Not even close.
All right,
Calvin
these are a little harder. You think Calvin? Okay,
or Isaac.
it's Isaac.
Camber.
You get
No.
Isaac.
No.
Let's go, Dylan. Brendan, you need to
can't see.
you need
I
to
have
try,
no-
bruh.
Yeah, I'm trying.
It was somebody tall and lanky.
Next one. Here we go. Who this is?
Haley King.
You think Haley King? I think
It's
it is.
a
I think it's Haley King.
Yeah, it is.
Nope.
Oh gosh.
Oh dang it, Holland.
No one's gonna say it. Okay. Nobody gets points for Holland Hanley.
Said it.
Oh, okay. We're gonna give
He said,
every.
Dang it,
It would have
Holland.
looked
You know
really
what?
bad if it was a man and I said Haley King.
I couldn't remember if it was Haley King or Holland Hanley.
You're the one that picked it.
All right. I think this is the last one.
What am I supposed to do with this? Corey Ellis?
Nope.
Oh, dang.
James Proctor.
James Proctor.
Somebody else with glasses.
Spencer with James Proctor. You know what? I meant to put Ezra Robinson in here, and somehow Isaac ended up in here instead. So that's fun.
Boo you, Spencer.
All right. So listen. Good job. Now, we got this last one. Whoever's in last has to help me with this. And it's definitely Brendan. Like, I don't even have to add the points up and to know that it's Brendan. Brendan, so what you're going to do is you're going to go. These guys are going to close their eyes and put their arms behind their back. You're going to go find a disc in any part of our store and hand it to them. They're going to try and guess what it is. If they guess it without a hint, they win the game. Period. Points don't even matter. But if they need a hint and they guess it, they get 10 points. I don't even know how close this game is. Spencer's been cleaning up a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. He wins. If he wins, he's gonna absolutely love how pure this disc is. Okay, show that to the camera right there. Yeah, there we go. We can see that. It
Who
is.
will give it to first?
Give it to the one. Give it to Dylan first. See if they can get it. I'm receiving a phone call right now. It's probably my wife. That's okay. What do you think it is, Dylan?
I don't know. What kind of BS did you choose for me?
Okay, dude, you gotta guess,
I'm
man.
gonna go Raptor.
Raptor. Okay, now Spencer, your turn to guess.
It's probably way wrong.
No, Spencer knows. He already knows. I can see it on his face. I can see it on his face. Easy.
I feel like it's something way understandable.
Don't give him any hints, dude.
It's faster than a raptor. It's not a discraft. It has
There's-
the tooling.
There's nothing faster than a raptor. They're the fastest animal
It's a
ever to
Golden
live.
Horizon Cloudbreaker.
Oh my gosh! It was a Golden Horizon Cloudbreaker.
You can tell by this.
Oh, you
Ah! Ding 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 ding.
unfortunate. I can't even tell.
Spencer with the win. Listen, thank you guys for listening to the podcast. We didn't have to do points. He just knew what to look for on the disc. We appreciate you guys for checking in. This is episode 3. This is the game show episode. Next episode we'll have Brendan back on and we'll talk about nothing until disc golf comes back. So anyway, you guys go out there and play Pow World and throw disc in the storm and all this stuff. Looking forward to whatever we got going on disc golf wise. We got a lot of local stuff coming up, including a tournament this weekend that I'm gonna get my butt kicked at. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in.
Out in the night after eating our pizza. If you're doing crimes, then we better not see ya. Cause we will fight you up, and who you gonna tell? We're really, really sweet. Master Splinter taught you well. Michelangelo.